Today, I would like us to look at a painting by Rembrandt, painted around 1666. It is ranked amongst the greatest paintings ever, and it's called The Return of the Prodigal Son. This parable can be found in Luke 15, verses 11 to 32. Let's just take a moment to look at this picture. It's quite a dark picture, but the three main characters are lit up. The younger son kneeling at his father's feet. Then there's the father, and the eldest son stood looking on. You can tell the eldest son because he's wearing a red cloak, just like his father, and this shows wealth. There are two other darker figures. One sat like a gentleman, the other peeping round the curtain or the wall. These two help draw us in so that we can feel part of this picture. There's actually a third figure in the top left-hand corner, quite dark, but could this be the son's mother? Now, just look at the youngest son. He's demanded his share of the money. He's taken it and he's squandered it all on what was called wild living. Look at his appearance. His clothes, they're ragged, they're dirty. The stains of feeding the pigs. Oh, he'd smell. And his feet. There's one shoe on, but it's broken and there's a hole in it. And the other shoe, it's just laid by the side and it's showing dirty feet full of calluses. His hair is shaven, but it's uneven. And in those days, it was usual for men to have longer hair. So this might have been full of lice and fleas, and it's had to be roughly hacked off and left such a mess. But despite what he looks like and what he smells like, just look at the Father, drawing him into his chest. That amazing, forgiving, wonderful Father. He doesn't care about the smell, the dirt. He doesn't care about the hurt that son's put him through. Because if you think about it, the son, by taking his part of the money, is almost saying, I want you dead. I want the money now. But that Father, he's full of love. Look at the face of the Father. It's gently leaning to one side. The eyes are full of compassion, looking down with such tenderness, such love, pulling the younger son right into his chest. Do you know, there's times when I feel like this younger son, full of sin, in dirty clothes, not able to look at the Father because I just feel ashamed. But I do need to remember that look on that Father's face and know that Jesus died for me. He died for my sins, that I can look at the Father and he can look at me with such love and tenderness and forgiveness. Just have a look now at the Father's hands. The left hand is wider, like a man's hand, but the right hand appears more feminine with long, slender fingers. Do you know, I think this is absolutely wonderful. Hands of a mother and a father. Completeness, wholeness, the complete wholeness of our Father God. And he understands me completely. Now let's look at the elder son. He was angry with the father for holding a party when the younger son came home. Look, he's got his hands together and his face is looking down, and I don't think it shows a great amount of emotion. But can I put myself in the place of the elder son? Do I look down at people who I may feel are sinning so much more than me? Or do I feel because I've served God for some years, I deserve more than somebody that's only known him for perhaps a year or two? Oh, I hope not. Because Jesus went through death on that cross for every single person. I hope this time has helped us just pull away from our busy lives and just think about our Father God, his love for us, that he sent Jesus, his wonderful Son, into this world to live amongst us and then go to the cross for you and I. While looking at this picture, I looked the word prodigal up, and it had got two slightly different meanings. One was spending money or using resources freely, recklessly, wastefully and extravagantly. So yes, I can see that the younger son was a prodigal son. But do you know, there's another meaning that came out, and it says having or giving something on a lavish scale. Can I leave you with the thought that God could also be called prodigal, for he lavishes gifts on us. He lavishes his mercy, his grace, his forgiveness, and his love.